Thank you. Good evening, everyone. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and continue to enjoy your first course at your tables as we begin tonight's program. As was mentioned, my name is Erin Sidorovich, and I'm the director of the Alumni Engagement Program at Oakland. And it is my pleasure to welcome you all to our Alumni Night of Excellence tonight. Tonight, we continue our tradition of honoring alumni who represent a wide variety of industries and organizations. Their accomplishments are the hallmark of the values of our beloved university. We also will add a special group of honorees to tonight's distinguished lineup, our Young Alumni 10 Within 10 awardees, whose outstanding achievements within the first decade following graduation highlight the strength and grit that so many OU alumni possess. At Oakland University, we have a long-standing commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. We believe that everyone has the right to live, work, and study in a community where they feel welcomed, safe, included, valued, and accepted. Therefore, we want to take a moment to recognize that tomorrow is Juneteenth, National Independence Day, as signed into law last year, recognizing Juneteenth as an official federal holiday. Yes. So thank you for joining us and the Oakland University community in celebrating Juneteenth. I am very happy to introduce several members of our university leadership who are here with us tonight. Their support is very, very much appreciated. Let's please hold our applause until the end, but if you could stand as I call your name. I am pleased to welcome, of course, our president, Ora Hirsch-Peskovitz, our executive vice president and provost, Britt Rios-Ellis, our senior vice president of student affairs and chief diversity officer, Glenn McIntosh, Vice President of University Advancement, and my boss, Mike Westfall. Clap loudest for him, okay? No. Vice President of Enrollment Management and an OU alum, Don Aubrey is here. Dean of the School of Education and Human Services, John Marjoram Lays. Dean of the School of Health Sciences, Kevin Ball, and a great dancer. Dean of the School of Nursing, Judy Didion. Dean of the Graduate School, Brandy Randall. And our athletic director, Steve Waterfield. Thank you so much for being here. In addition to the support of our university leadership, we're also so fortunate to have the support of our partners at the Oakland University Credit Union. Thank you so much to April Klobus, who is a past honorary alumni recipient herself, and to the rest of her team for being here tonight. We very much appreciate your sponsorship of the reception this evening, and thank you so much for being here. I'd now like to introduce Judy Heglin, the chair of the Oakland University Alumni Association Board of Directors. Judy is a proud OU alum, having graduated from the School of Business Administration and the Honors College in 1995 with a bachelor's degree in accounting. During her time at OU, she lived in Hamlin Hall and was very active on campus in various student organizations, including Phi Sigma Sigma, Beta Alpha Psi, Residence Halls Council, and Student Congress. After graduating, Judy began her career at Deloitte, where she has remained for 26 years. She has served large public companies in audit and M&A and held leadership positions including finance managing director, chief talent officer, and chief inclusion officer. She currently serves as the leader of policy strategy and compliance. Judy has a lot of passion for OU, and you're going to hear some of that tonight. In addition to her role as chair of the OUAA Board of Directors, she's also a member of the Accounting and Finance Advisory Board and is a frequent volunteer, mentoring students, connecting with other alums, and speaking at or hosting various events. Judy actually met her husband, Brian, while at a party at 9 North in Hamlin Hall. They became very good friends while here at OU and married 9 years after graduation, and together they have a future Grizzly in their son Andrew and reside in Rochester Hills, not far from OU's campus. So please help me give a warm welcome to the chair of the OU Alumni Association Board of Directors, Judy Heglin. You're all set with your remarks.
Thank you. Wow. Well, thank you, Erin. And good evening, everyone. All right. And thank you, Erin, for taking care of all the technical issues before I came up. So Thank you for that. So first of all, on behalf of the OU Alumni Association Board of Directors, I would like to welcome you all here tonight. What a great night this is. You all demonstrate what it means to be alumni of OU, and we are proud that you are representing our growing family of 130,000 alumni worldwide. Wow. Amazing. Thank you for your engagement, thank you for your involvement, and thank you for your support of Oakland University. And to our award recipients tonight, I offer special thanks for all you do to raise the value of our OU degrees. So thank you. You do this by investing your time and energy into the communities where you live and work, and through all you do for OU. You set an example for others to follow. In addition to our awardees, we are honored to have a number of past Alumni Award recipients in the room tonight. If you would please stand as I call your name, and if we could please hold our applause until all have been introduced. Beth Benson, Gary Braccione, Amy Ring-Siebelak, Elspeth and Gary Coates, April Closebeth, Sue Evans, Marianne Fay, Julie Grantham, Mark Guthrie, Greg Campy, Jean Ann Miller, Kendall Novak, Rob Ray, and Mary Sloan. Thank you for all you have done and continue to do to bring prestige to our alma mater through your efforts at OU, in our region, and beyond. The mission of the Oakland University Alumni Association is to enrich and engage the lives of alumni, students, and friends to promote and advance Oakland University. And this year, I am very excited to note that we are celebrating our 50th anniversary of the OUAA. 50 years ago, when the OUAA was first started, OU had just graduated its 10th class, the class of 1972. Including that class, there were only 6,000 alumni of Oakland University. Now there are more than 130,000. Wow. Fantastic growth of our university. And while we have alumni in every state in our nation and more than 90 countries around the world, I am so very proud that 2/3 of our alumni population remain right here in Metro Detroit. That's right. These alumni are here and have been here for over 50 years, shaping our economy, impacting policy, serving our local communities, and making a difference. And we are so very proud of that. As the Alumni Association began in 1972, so too did the OUAA Board of Directors, led by Phil Williams, graduate of the class of 1964, and past Distinguished Alumni Service Award recipient. Flash forward now 50 years, and there are now 3 volunteer alumni advisory boards who help shape the future of alumni engagement at OU and strive to be representative of our entire OU alumni population. These boards are the OUAA Board of Directors, the Black Alumni Chapter Board of Directors, and the Young Alumni Chapter Board of Directors. You can clap. Or howl, or whatever that, yeah. These boards provide advice to the Office of Alumni Engagement, the University Advancement Division, the President, and other members of university leadership. They impact student recruitment and retention through support and promotion of important initiatives such as the Keeper of the Dream and the OUAA sponsorship program, which provides $90,000 annually to deserving OU students. They impact alumni involvement by supporting new initiatives like the OU Encore Alumni Webinar Series, which was launched last year, and continuing long-standing traditions such as the Black Alumni Chapter's Summer Barbecue, and of course, tonight's award ceremony. And because the members of these boards believe in the mission of this amazing institution, they impact philanthropy here at Oakland University, supporting critical initiatives like the Golden Grizzlies Food Pantry, the Student Retention Fund offered through the Center of Multicultural Initiatives, and the iPause Mental Health Fund. Collectively, our three boards have helped see several projects come to fruition, such as the Matilda Wilson statue and the hoop houses on our student-run organic farm. I am very proud of the work that these boards have accomplished so far and look forward to the impact that they will continue to make in the years to come. Several of our alumni board members are here tonight. Please stand as I call your name so that you can be recognized for all of your contributions to Oakland University. And again, you know the drill. Hold your applause until all have been introduced. Katie Alec, Alex Badgeris, Amy Ring Siebelek, Shalonda Dennis, Terry Dibble, Mark Guthrie, Aaron Hellender, Kay Jones, Stephanie Lee, Kelsey Novak, Austin Pratt, Stephanie Pratt, Rob Ray, Amanda Silvestri, Brenda Van Tol, and board members Beth Benson and Julie Grantham. Can we give them? Thank you again for all that you do at Oakland University. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't recognize Erin and her team for their work in the Office of Alumni Engagement. Can I ask her team to please stand and be recognized? Erin, where are you at? Awesome. This team, they are true professionals and are truly wonderful to work with. As alumni of Oakland University, we are lucky to have this group leading these efforts. Please join me again in recognizing them for all that they do. Now, I've been to a few of our award ceremonies in the past, and I see several regulars here with me tonight. But tonight, I am excited to announce a new special group of awardees that we are recognizing in our lineup. For the past 6 years, our Young Alumni Chapter Board has selected and honored a cohort of young alumni for their incredible professional achievements, volunteerism, and service. These awardees are collectively called the 10 Within 10. That's right, 10 young alumni who have graduated within the past, can you guess, 10 years. And I'm thrilled that we're able to recognize them here tonight on this stage at this event. If President Peskovich could please join me on stage, I'd like to invite you all to turn your attention to the screen behind me to learn more about our awardees.
Christian Kettenbiel received his bachelor's degree in general management and entrepreneurship from Oakland University's School of Business Administration in 2017. While still a student at OU, Christian joined Dessert Oasis Coffee Roasters as a barista and worked his way up to his current role as the company's director of finance. In 2016, Christian and Dessert Oasis owner Nate Hamoud founded Ace High Company, which produces handcrafted grooming goods for men. A 2014 graduate of the Human Resource Development Program in OU's School of Education and Human Services, Eddie Rayborn Jr. is a dedicated learning and development strategist. He currently serves as the Leadership and Career Development Manager at StockX and has previous work experience at both the Detroit Institute of Arts and Henry Ford Health System. Eddie is an active member of the National Association of African Americans in Human Resources and the Association for Talent Development. He has served on multiple boards for diversity and inclusion, employee engagement, and employee safety. Dr. Fatima Faz received her bachelor's degree from Wayne State University and is a 2016 graduate of the Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine. Fatima interned at Beaumont Hospital in Dearborn and completed her residency in dermatology at Wayne State University, where she served as chief resident in her final year. Fatima practices medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology at Hamzavi Dermatology. She is the founder of Dermy Doc Box and also runs an Instagram account at Dermy Doctor. Dr. Jamila Al-Hashidi is chief resident of family medicine at Beaumont Hospital in Troy. Her interests include pediatrics, women's health, geriatrics, and disability advocacy. A 2019 graduate of the Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine, she also holds dual bachelor's degrees in psychology and biological sciences from the University of Michigan Dearborn. Originally from Yemen, Jamila is a first-generation college graduate and the first in her family to pursue medicine. Katie Alec is a 2017 graduate of the School of Health Sciences. She is the founder of Spark to Sprig, a virtual services platform which helps organizations and entrepreneurs manage their businesses through efficient processes, idea integration, and organizational systems. Katie continues to give back to OU as the chair of the Young Alumni Chapter Board of Directors and as a founding board member of the Honors College Board of Visitors. This fall, Katie will return to OU to pursue her master's degree in organizational leadership. Kelsey Novak earned a dual bachelor's degree in social work and Spanish from Oakland University in 2015. She went on to get her master's degree in social work at Grand Valley State University, as well as an MBA from Wayne State. Kelsey currently is a recruiter with Spectrum Health, following a career as a medical social worker, and remains active at OU as a member of the Young Alumni Chapter Board of Directors and Leadership OU Mentor. Kobe Glenn is the founder and owner of KMG Landscaping, as well as SLA Labs, a Web3 company that is teaching the fundamentals and advanced principles of Web3 technology. He's also a self-published author and a longtime coach of the Michigan Mustangs, a traveling youth track and field program. An accomplished student athlete, Kobe was a member of Oakland's NCAA Division I men's track and field team and received his bachelor's degree in integrative studies in 2012. Megan Elizabeth Tack is currently the business planner for the head of software business and product management at Stellantis. A graduate of the Information and Communication Technology Leadership Development Program at Stellantis, Megan led initiatives ranging from customer experience to autonomous driving. Megan is a two-time alum, having completed her bachelor's degree in human resource management in 2018 and her MBA in 2021. She remains involved as an alum through the Honors College Board of Visitors and the School of Business Scholars program. Nick Hooper is a two-time OU graduate, earning his bachelor's degree in communication in 2012 and his master's degree in counseling in 2015. After serving as an academic advisor in the School of Nursing, Nick relocated to the west side of the state to manage educational initiatives for the United Way of Southwest Michigan, as well as Lake Michigan College. He now works in corporate human resources for Whirlpool and has remained involved with OU as a mentor in the award-winning Leadership OU program. A 2012 graduate of the School of Business Administration at OU, Travis Peterson also holds an MBA from Wayne State and has pursued executive education at Michigan State and the Kellogg School of Management at Northwestern. He is Director of Sales and Program Management for North America and Japan within Lear Corporation's Fabric Division and has several patents pending and issued in solar, conductive, and smart fabric spaces. Travis is active with the Leadership OU and Achieve programs and is also the president for the Michigan chapter of the Cheetah Conservation Fund.
Amazing. I mean, I have to check the sheet and make sure that it really did say 10 years. I mean, those are way too many accomplishments within 10 years. So I'd like to introduce our amazing Young Alumni 10 Within 10 awardees. Katie Alec, Dr. Jamila El-Ashidi, Dr. Fatima Faz, Kobe Glenn, Nick Hooper, Christian Kettenbile, Kelsey Novak, Travis Peterson, Eddie Rayborn, and Megan Elizabeth Tack. Congratulations. Do you have them all? We're going to do one more group picture. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We're going to have you all.
Let's be honest.
We can get them all in that way?
No, you're great.
Okay.
Need about 3 more feet.
All right, that was a wonderful group. We're so excited that we could honor this group this year here at our event tonight. And at this point, we are going to enjoy dinner. So tuck in, and we'll see you back here for the second half of our program shortly. Thank you. I am very pleased to introduce our next speaker, a tireless advocate and exceptional leader for our institution. She began her tenure as the 7th president of Oakland University in May of 2017 and goes by Mama Grizzly to our OU students. Please join me in welcoming to the podium President Ora Hirsch-Peskovitz.
Thank you so much, Erin. Well, there are a few other people who call me Mama, but I don't know how many of you do, but thank you so much. I also want to express my deep appreciation to the entire advancement team led by Mike Westfall, who put on tonight's event. Let's give all of them a round of applause. Thank you. You know, this team just does such an amazing job in keeping all of us connected to the amazing trajectories of our alums. And I think all of you saw that tonight, especially when you saw the 10 under 10. I was just blown away by those young people and what they've accomplished. Isn't it just extraordinary? Let's give them a round of applause. It's so exciting. I really want to thank all of you again for being here at the Alumni Night of Excellence. And I'm just so excited that we're finally here again in person, because it's so wonderful to be together when we can see each other, when we can gather, when we can communicate, when we can hug. It's really just so fantastic. You know, our more than 130,000 alumni are not only the backbone of the Michigan economy, but we know that our alums, as you heard already from Judy, are playing such a critical role around the nation, but actually around the world. And they're making a tremendous difference in their professions and in their communities. And our graduates have really proven themselves in a range of professions with achievements in places like business, engineering, nursing, as you heard before, medicine, healthcare, education, the natural sciences, we're going to hear tonight, in the arts, community services, and so many other fields. And I really want to thank the Oakland University Alumni Association for everything that you do and your tireless work to reach across Michigan, the rest of the country, and the world to connect our Oakland University graduates to our ever-growing Oakland University community. You know, it's really your passion, your support, and everything that you accomplish that makes us so very proud to be Oakland University Grizzlies. And I don't think that there's another event where we really get to experience this upward trajectory at Oakland University, where we get to see and feel this kind of sensation that we get here tonight. There's nothing that's quite as compelling as the Alumni Night of Excellence. So in just a few minutes, you're going to hear how tonight's honorees have made their mark as individuals. But when you hear it all put together, that collective experience really represents the finest examples of dedication, of hard work, and of altruism and selflessness. You know, tonight's honorees also share a history. Each of them began their career histories right here at Oakland University. And then they graduated from here, and they went on to do amazing things. But when I talked to them, and I talked to all of them during our reception earlier tonight, they shared one interesting thing with me. Each of them told me that there was at least one faculty member who transformed their lives. And it really is our talented faculty that help to shape and to cultivate their future potential. Many of those faculty are here with us tonight, and I'd like you to take a moment to give a round of applause to our incredible faculty. Please do that now. Thank you. You know, it's been about 27 months since the onset of the global COVID pandemic. And for us, this has required nothing less than us needing to essentially reinvent how we've done everything at Oakland University. We've had to reinvent how we deliver courses. We've had to reinvent campus life. I was talking to some of our recent graduates who are some of our 10 under 10. We had to reinvent how we did commencement and graduation. We've had to reinvent how those of us who are administrators, vice presidents who are here, how we administer the university. We've had to redo just about everything that we do here. And while our daily focus has been on providing the healthiest and the safest campus in not only Michigan, but in the country, and we're very proud of the fact that we are indeed one of the safest campuses in the world, we essentially had no COVID outbreaks, unlike almost any other university. And that really does deserve a round of applause. Thank you. We continue to push ahead in making sure that Oakland University is a dynamic, exciting, innovative, and entrepreneurial university and a very special place. So I'd like to just take a few moments to present for you a little snapshot of some of the exciting developments that are positioning Oakland University to be what we like to call the university of choice. I know that when you drove up here, you saw probably some evidence of some of the exciting and visible transformations that are occurring. And some of you pointed it out to me because you said actually when you walked into this building, you remember the Oakland Center, but you certainly didn't remember this room. And this wasn't the Oakland Center that you remembered, those of you that haven't been here for a while. Well, this isn't really very new. This particular part of the Oakland Center has been here for about 4 years. But there's a lot of other stuff that you certainly don't remember. Like, how many of you took a class in South Foundation Hall? Raise your hands. Well, how many of you are seeing the construction now at South Foundation Hall? Okay, that construction is going to transform South Foundation Hall, and it's not going to be the same place that you remember. So that's an example that Every single student who came to Oakland University took a class at South Foundation Hall, but we're going to change it. And so future students are going to be at South Foundation Hall, but it's not going to look the same. Also, how many of you remember, I know one of our honorees remembers Varner Hall really well. How many of you remember Varner Hall? Okay, well, classrooms and rehearsal space at Varner Hall are being transformed. We have a $45 million transformation happening now at Varner Hall. We also have a contemporary welcome center that's taking place, it's almost finished, in the expanded Wilson Hall, and that's going to be ready this fall. And every new and returning student is going to get welcomed into this magnificent new welcome center at Wilson Hall. We also have a wonderful state-of-the-art welcome center that is planned to complement Meadowbrook Hall, which, as most of you know, is one of the country's and certainly Michigan's cultural crown jewels. And I know that 2 of our 10 under 10 are graduates of OUWB. We're planning a new facade and a renovated interior at O'Dowd Hall. And this is going to make OUWB, our medical school, a distinctive and beautiful campus landmark. We have final improvements underway at the Engineering Research Building, where our talented faculty will collaborate with a wide range of businesses and industries seeking breakthrough, innovative, entrepreneurial innovations in engineering. And we are purchasing an expansive new 140,000 square foot West Campus building that's going to partly be in Pontiac and partly in Auburn Hills. Yes, Representative Carter. And we're in a position now to build on our reputation as a talent pipeline for the region's healthcare industry. And this is going to enable us to open a brand new program for physician's assistants, and this will become a home for interprofessional education and for our new and burgeoning health sciences programs. So I hope you're getting excited about just this smattering of things that are happening. I didn't have time to cover everything, but there's simply no question that there are wonderful, exciting, major innovations and changes taking place that lie ahead for Oakland University. But also, there are major changes ahead for higher education in institutions across the nation, and we also remain vigilant and committed to being the university of choice. And that's part of what we believe when we talk about reimagining OU, an initiative that engages our students, our faculty, and our staff in exploring all kinds of ways to further develop our culture and our community engagement. We know that today's students are absolutely committed to seeking a range of new ways of learning. Some of them are insistent that they must learn in person, and they want to come back to that. But some of them really liked learning online when we had to go to online learning during COVID. And some of them are demanding hybrid learning, a little bit of both. So we're trying to be accessible and responsive to all of these new ways. And we know that today's students expect that their time and their money will be well spent on their education, which will translate to good, high-paying jobs, just like you heard from those young graduates, the 10 under 10. And we have an obligation to make sure that that happens. We also know that students today want to be engaged in their communities. They're also committed to sustainability, and they want to respect the environment, and they expect that from us too. And they want to be part of a university that demands that the university leaders act responsibly. And so over the past year or two, we've also changed the way we approach the environment too. And we've made significant strides in developing a comprehensive university-wide sustainability plan. And in fact, it's been so well received that the county executive at Oakland County has engaged us in a partnership with our plan and his plan. And now he's drawing upon our plan so that County Executive Coulter has asked Oakland University to take the lead on Oakland County's sustainability plan. So we're hoping to sustain deep and meaningful relationships with our students, our faculty, and our staff, and now, most importantly, with all of you, our treasured and most valued alums, as we continue to play a most important, prominent, and purposeful role in your lives. You know, we take enormous pride in the fact that when you started out in your careers, we were right here at the beginning of your journey. And now we consider it an amazing honor to be with you at every single subsequent step along that way. You know, as alums, we know that you've had amazing lives and amazing careers, both personal and professional lives. And we're so very proud of everything that you've done. But tonight, we're especially proud of the honorees that we're here to celebrate. And tonight, we're excited about the promise and legacy of Oakland University. I want to tell you that as we tell the stories of those people that we're honoring tonight, we're telling your story, but we're also sharing in your success. Because here's how we feel about it. When we tell your story and we say that we're sharing in your success, this is what we believe. Your success is our success. And so with that, I now want to invite Aaron to please come back up. Let's begin to hear these amazing stories and celebrate tonight's award ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Peskovitz. And I would like to invite Judy Hegland up to the stage as we begin our awards ceremony for our alumni awardees. I've had the pleasure of attending this awards ceremony since I first started working at OU in 2005. I was very young. Without fail, I leave the event every year with a bright smile on my face and joy in my heart because of all the amazing and wonderful stories that we hear about our honorees. You've heard some of that already with our 10 Within 10 awardees, and I guarantee that your pride will only continue to swell as we recognize these next 6 very special individuals. So, without further ado, we begin with the Community Engagement Award, which recognizes distinctive community, public, or OU service activities. Our Community Engagement Award recipient is Brenda Carter, a 2014 graduate of the Masters of Public Administration program and state representative for Michigan's 29th House District, including Auburn Hills, Kego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, Pontiac, and Sylvan Lake. As a member of the Michigan State House, she holds a variety of leadership roles, including the Education, Insurance, and Family, Children, and Seniors Committees. Her caucuses include Poverty and Homelessness, of which she is founder and chair, Poverty and Homelessness Education, Firearm Safety and Violence Prevention, Democratic Policy Network Education, Labor, Adoption and Foster Care, and the Michigan Legislative Black Caucus. Lots going on, Brenda. A legislator since 2019, she has worked to appropriate $3.8 million for jobs and $1 million for schools. She's also successfully advocated for a $200,000 state grant for career navigation programming in the Pontiac schools through the Talent Development Coalition, one of the many Oakland University Pontiac initiatives. Brenda is a founding member of the Million Woman March and an active member of several organizations, including the Council of Urban Boards of Education, National School Board Association, Oakland County School Board, Pontiac Democratic Club, Michigan Democratic Party, the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and New Mount Moriah International Church. Let's turn our attentions to the screens to hear from Brenda.
The most impactful person in my life here at OU was Suzanne Rossi. There was many times I would go to her office unsure whether or not I could complete a Master's of Public Administration. But she would encourage me. I was a little older. In fact, I was a lot older than most of my classmates. And I would go to her and say, I can't do this, Suzanne. I really can't. I've had enough. But she would always encourage me. She would always say, you can do this. You can be anything or anybody that you want to be. And because of Suzanne, now I sit in the House of Representatives as the first woman from House District 29. My favorite memory being here at OU was waking up in the morning and opening up my report card and finding out that I actually passed statistics with a 3.0. And what did I learn from it? Without a doubt, never ever take statistics again in my life. OU shaped my life by providing me with opportunities, the opportunities that I needed to succeed. Also, there was always someone there to encourage me. In those times where I thought I couldn't do it, there was somebody there just to be there and say, yes, you can. And most importantly, there was support. There was support everywhere, whether it came from the advisors, the teachers, or even my classmates. I was guaranteed to succeed, and that's how OU helped me become who I am. I would like to thank Karen Jorgensen and Christian Marcellus. They inspired me and encouraged me to apply to OU for my MPA. And then a list of professors, Joe Roselle, Doug Carr, Alex Alley, Julie Walters, and most importantly, Dave Stuber and Dave Dulio. Last but not least, my husband, Randy, who would wake me up at night when I'm having the nightmares about statistics.
Please join me in congratulating Brenda Carter. It's heavy, that's right. Everybody remember, when you're coming up here, they're heavy. Brenda got the memo with the outfit tonight, too, so the black and the gold. All right, the Spirit Award recognizes alumni for their service to Oakland University, but after we hear about these next two college sweethearts, we'll be feeling that school spirit for sure. I'm so excited to recognize Andrea and Scott Bittinger as our 2022 Spirit Award recipients. Andrea and Scott met in Andrea's freshman year when she joined the cheer team at OU and Scott was on the basketball team, no joke. They dated throughout college, celebrating Scott's remarkable basketball career. He led the team to its first 20-season win in 1987, was named the first men's basketball All-American GLIAC Player of the Year, and was the first player in OU history to have his number retired. He was inducted into the OU Hall of Honor in 1994. In 1988, Scott graduated with his finance degree, and Andrea received her nursing degree in 1989. They were married in 1990, and Andrea returned to OU to coach the cheer team, naturally, while working on her MSN, which she completed in 1996. In 2018, she returned once again to the School of Nursing to complete her doctorate in nursing practice. 3 degrees, Andrea. That's an alumni director's dream, so thank you for that. She's dedicated countless hours as a volunteer to OU, serving on the OU Alumni Association Board and the Graduate School Advisory Board, in addition to participating on ad hoc committees campus-wide. Scott has also devoted his time as an advisory member to the OUAA Board, to the School of Business Administration, Accounting, and Finance Board, and to the Golden Grizzlies Champions Club Board. He also mentors OU business students through the Achieve program. In addition, Andrea and Scott display their school spirit through not 1, not 2, but 3 scholarships they established, including 2 in the business school and 1 in the School of Nursing. Let's now hear from Andrea and Scott.
Oakland University means an awful lot to both of us. First of all, it's where we met. We met as freshmen here at Oakland University. I was a cheerleader, he was a basketball player, and the relationship started back in 1984, and we dated all through our years at Oakland University. It's also the place that we earned our degree, and that started our professional career, which has been fantastic. I love the university so much, I came back twice for 2 graduate degrees and became a faculty member here as well. In the more recent years, we've had a lot of opportunity to volunteer here at the campus. We've started some scholarships. So Oakland University is really a part of our life. It has been since 1984, and we really feel like this is like our second home. It's hard to identify one favorite memory at Oakland University. I think my favorite would be that when we met. I also really enjoyed, as a cheerleader, being able to cheer for Scott while he was on the court. That was always a lot of fun. And also, we used to have the Meadowbrook Ball here. We'd be able to get dressed up and then spend time at Meadowbrook Hall enjoying a really fun night.
There's so many people that we know at Oakland University. It wouldn't give justice to start naming all the various people we've really been impacted by at Oakland University. But one name that we thought of was Coach Campy. Coach Campy always used to say, guys, it's not about basketball. He said, it is absolutely not about basketball. I'm here to teach you how to be successful. And then when you get in a pickle, you've got 2 options. You can either take option 1 and you can just feel bad about it and mope about it and not do anything about it. You can take option 2 and do something about it. When we come back to Oakland University and we do a lot of work with the students, because Andrea works with them more than I do, those are the things we want to give back to the students, to work hard and give that effort that, you're going to succeed, and it's going to take some effort, hard work, and you got to get it done. So, it's definitely Coach Campy, thank you for bringing us back to, bringing us together here. There's a professor, Frank Cardeman, who still is teaching at the university. He was teaching back in the day when we were there. And Frank was incredible. Frank had probably about 20 years experience before he became a professor, and he brought that real world experience into his class. So for seniors and people that went through the business school, you got to learn what it was going to be like when you got out of the university. So that was spectacular. And then now, Andrea and I are lucky enough because we get to go out like twice a year out with Deanie and him, go out to dinner and just enjoy him. And it's amazing to think that you come to a university and 34 years later, you still get to have a great relationship with just an incredible man.
I also want to give a shout out to Kristen Cometto and Jackie McIntosh for nominating us for this great award, as well as Aaron Sidrovich and Sue Helderop for their leadership with the Oakland University Alumni Association for this great night and everything that they do for the Alumni Association. And one last shout to John Durbin, who introduced us December 3rd, 1984. Since that moment, we've been together and it's been amazing, so thank you.
As they're coming up, I did just want to say one thing about Coach Campy, who is here with us tonight. Those of you who are not living in Michigan may not know this, and those of you who are may not have read it. But Coach Campy was just named one of the 10 Michiganians of the year. Let's give him a round of applause as our honorees are also coming up. So, okay. All right, now let's come on up here and get your award.
Congratulations to Andrea and Scott as our 2022 Spirit Award recipients. Let's give them a cheer this time around. Watch the fern. Mind the fern. Congratulations. The next award in tonight's program is the Odyssey Award, and it is unique to OU. The OU motto is to seek virtue and knowledge, and it's taken from Homer's poem about the Greek hero Odysseus and his long and unrelenting quest to return home after the Trojan War. At Oakland, we strive to ensure that each and every one of our students experiences their own Odyssey. And to honor that commitment to growth, each year we award the Oakland University Odyssey Award to an alumnus or alumna who best exemplifies that motto. Valena Allison is an innovator, entrepreneur, and world traveler, and our 2022 Odyssey Award recipient. Originally hired as a receptionist for the Experimental Incorporated in 1988, Valena rose through the ranks to eventually become chairman of the board and CEO. She expanded the company's presence globally, leveraging its traditional automotive business capabilities in the aerospace, military, homeland security, and alternative energy markets. Valena strives for excellence in everything she does. She was the recipient of the Champion of the New Economy Award, sponsored by Junior Achievement, D-Business Magazine, and WJR News, which recognizes executives who drive growth in highly competitive industries in the region. She also received the Michigan Manufacturing Association's Manufacturer of the Year Award and Core Magazine's Economic Bright Spot and Entrepreneur of Distinction Awards. Her passion for philanthropy has also been recognized. In 2017, she received the Troy Volunteer of the Year Award for philanthropic activities within her community. And in 2020, she led the Allison Family Foundation in building a new library and comprehensive water harvesting and filtration system near Bwindi, Uganda. Valena graduated from OU with her bachelor's degree in 1988 and her MBA in 1994. A true friend of OU, Valena supports Oakland in many ways. She established the Allison Family Foundation Completion Scholarship, provides mentoring to Oakland students, and serves on the Oakland University Economic Department's Board of Advisors. To hear from Valena, let's turn to the screens.
During my time at Oakland University, the individual who had the biggest impact on me was Frank Cardeman. I took a strategic management class that was an amazing class. I learned so much about organizational culture, financial statements, strategic planning. The culmination of the class, we were put into groups and asked to do an evaluation of an entity with a real world problem. I was assigned Anheuser-Busch. We received the financial statements, the organizational culture, and about 2 inches of paperwork. We even did a site visit. So together with my team members, we analyzed all of the data that was presented and came up with 4 different paths that they could potentially take to solve their marketing and distribution problem. And our presentation was very well received. Anheuser-Busch management team actually put into action all of our recommendations. And it was just such a supreme example of a very capable and competent professor sharing what he knows in a business environment that's real life. So the thing that I like most about Frank Cardeman, not only is he a gentleman and an amazing professor, but he makes learning fun. I have a whole host of positive memories from my experiences at OU. By far, one of the best decisions I made was joining Alpha Kappa Psi Professional Business Fraternity. There are several of them here today, and Alpha Kappa Psi through Oakland University gave me such a wonderful opportunity to network, to make lifelong friendships, and to really perfect my business expertise and assure that I'm always dealing ethically in business. First of all, I'd like to thank the Oakland University Alumni Association for bestowing this prestigious Odyssey Award upon me. I'm very honored. I'd like to thank my parents, my fabulous husband, and my kids for being here and for everything that you do for me every day. I'd like to thank Frank Cardeman because he made such a positive impact in my personal and professional life. I'd like to thank some business associates and friends whom I sit on local boards with. Ed on the Oakland University Economics Board of Advisors, Stephanie, Junior Achievement of Southeastern Michigan, and both Olivia and Jeanette on the Troy Community Foundation. Thank you for nominating me, and thank you so much for being here tonight. And lastly, I'd like to thank Kendra and Aaron. Aaron is everything all Grizzly all the time, and the Newton family, my extended family, for being here tonight and supporting me in everything that I do. Thank you for helping me develop and continue to facilitate a lifelong love of learning. And thank you for helping me strive for virtue and knowledge. Keep smiling.
Congratulations, Valena Allison, our 2022 Odyssey Award recipient. The Honorary Alumni Award is given to an individual who has not graduated from OU, but who has given outstanding service to the university. It is my honor tonight to bestow this special recognition upon Dr. Verinder Moodgill. Verinder was born and raised in Ludhiana, Punjab. He completed his bachelor's degree at Punjab University and earned his PhD from Banaras Hindu University in Varanasi. He came to the United States in 1973 to join the Mayo Clinic for his postdoctoral research in steroid hormone action, and luckily for us, he landed at OU in 1976. While at Oakland, Verinder served as assistant professor of biological sciences, then professor, department chair, interim provost, and finally, senior vice president for academic affairs and provost. In 2012, our loss was another's gain when Verinder was appointed president and CEO of Lawrence Technological University, where, like at OU, he oversaw a period of significant growth in the university's enrollment, fundraising, community outreach. And we are very happy to be hosting many of his LTU colleagues this evening. Verinder is a highly accomplished researcher and academician with more than 250 publications to his credit. He has edited or been series editor of 9 books and spent several years as a panel member of the National Institutes of Health Physiological Sciences Study section. To say his impact on OU was significant might actually be an understatement. He organized and chaired the scientific committee of the International Meadowbrook Conferences on Steroid Receptors in Health and Disease in 1987 and 1992. He also co-chaired the steering committee of the development of the OU William Beaumont School of Medicine. He received the Oakland University Foundation Research Excellence Award and the Outstanding Faculty from the Michigan Association of Governing Boards of State Universities. He has mentored and supervised over a dozen master's and 4 doctoral students, and his laboratory was home to more than 50 undergraduate OU students studying molecular mechanism of steroid hormone action. He has mentored and supported countless faculty colleagues, many of whom have gone on to hold senior academic and clinical positions across the nation and the world. Please turn your attention to the screen to hear from Verinder.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, during my 36 years at Oakland University, there were numerous milestones and memorable events, but some stand out. For example, we were the first university in 47 years that created a new school of medicine with the ultra-modern, state-of-the-art School of Medicine. Secondly, we brought Cooley Law School, which was only in Lansing at that time. Other milestone event was, it was the first time in my memory, I was here 36 years, that the heads of states, the President of India, President of Mexico, President of Poland, and our own George Bush, President of America, we hosted all of them during my time. Undergraduate research was another thing. It was hallmark of Oakland University, that this university engaged undergraduate students in their work, so that these students can either go to graduate schools here or elsewhere, because that's the foundation. So from initial Oakland University, which was a liberal arts school, fine arts, music, Chinese language, French language, that was Oakland when it started. Today, it is a doctoral research intensive, comprehensive university, noted not only Michigan, but nationally and internationally. So this is the evolution of things that have happened during a period of time. Those who know me on campus, they know that the last car to leave the parking lot was mine, every day. I had a family, I had children. My wife, whose credentials were better than mine, sacrificed her career, PhD from Urbana-Champaign, published author, to stay home, take care of children, because 2 of us could not keep a career where we had to work long hours. Who's going to watch for our children? So she is the number one. I think I have to thank Dr. Rassi, because provost is almost at the direction of the president. But this was a very unique combination. He gave me the freedom. We were more like a colleague working with each other for the betterment of this university. And I have to give him a lot of thanks and pay tribute to him, because that aura gave me whatever I wanted to do with his approval. Because without president, you could not have done all these things. He was behind me 100%. I supported him with the way I can, but he had my trust and I had his, and that made a lot of difference on this campus.
I am so honored to recognize Dr. Verinder Moodgill, our 2022 Honorary Alumni Award recipient. Oh, thank you for everything. Congratulations, Dr. Moodgill. Well deserved. The OU alumni body is worldwide. These individuals are having an impact in so many areas, from education to business, the arts, research, engineering, and more. The Distinguished Alumni Achievement Award honors that tradition of excellence and is given each year to an alumnus or alumna who has demonstrated themselves to be at the top of their field. This year's recipient is the incomparable Esau Pritchett. A 1988 alumnus of the theater program in the College of Arts and Sciences, now the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, Esau began his acting career at OU in several campus productions, including All My Sons, Twelfth Night, and Othello. After graduating from OU, Esau headed to New York and never looked back. He is still recognized locally and nationally for his expert portrayal of Othello, a role he has played many times during his acting career. His stage credits also include The Lion in Winter, Midsummer Night's Dream, The Crucible, Antony and Cleopatra, Fences, One Night in Miami, To Kill a Mockingbird, and many others. He debuted on Broadway in 2010, playing Orphy in A Free Man of Color at the Lincoln Center. In October of 2021, he joined the cast of Keenan Scott II's Thoughts of a Colored Man, playing the role of Wisdom. He is best known to TV audiences for his recurring roles on Fox's Prodigal Son and the Starz Network drama Power Book 2, Raising Kanan. His film and television credits also include The Night of, The Blacklist, Law and Order SUV, Orange is the New Black, FBI, Chicago PD, Betty, Law and Order Criminal Intent, Law and Order, and Clifford the Big Red Dog. That is quite a list. I certainly want to thank Karen Sheridan, our distinguished professor of theater, for nominating Esau and helping us get him back here to campus. Now let's turn our attention to hear from Esau.
But it's amazing what happens when you get exposure to different things, and that exposure allowed me to find my passion, which was the theater, and that's why I'm a professional actor. So at Oakland University, I was studying physical therapy. I had a friend who just happened to be doing a play. And I think at the time I had to choose an elective, and for an easy credit, I chose Intro to Theater. So I went and saw a couple of plays, was absolutely smitten, blown away by it, just really got stimulated by watching the art of storytelling. So I opened my big mouth and said, you know what? I'll probably be there to audition. And I really didn't have any intention. It was just something I threw out there. I was not familiar with Shakespeare, with the iamb, with the rhythm, with anything. I remember giggling out loud, like, I'm just gonna get through this and be done with this, and it'll be, I have a story to tell. As it turns out, I go back to the theater department, look at the wall with the names of people who had been cast, and my name was next to one of the main characters, Orsino, for Twelfth Night. And that was the play that Michael Gillespie cast me in. And I remember going to him and telling him that, I had all this anxiety and fear. I didn't really know what I was doing. This is not my thing. And Michael calmed me down and he told me, he said, listen, don't worry about it. We got you. We're gonna teach you how to do this. You've got some of the natural tools that we think that we can help you out with. And that prepared me to come out to anywhere I wanted to go. I chose New York City to begin to audition and give my shot at this theater and acting career. Michael Gillespie, that brother got me involved in this. That brother was the one who helped me decide that this is what I wanted to do because of his knowledge, his tutelage, and his taking me basically under his care and crafting me and giving me basic tools to do this. Another one, Karen Sheridan. By watching her teaching us how to break down scenes, how to break down stories, how to break down whole plays, how to prepare for auditions, be they monologues or scene study. So thank you so very much, Karen. My brother Carol Knox, Suzanne Hanna, Smooth B. These were all people who were on staff who made my time there a wonderful time, and I've learned so very much. So thank you all so very much. Much appreciated.
Congratulations to Esau Pritchett, our 2022 Distinguished Alumni Achievement Award recipient. I have to share, Esau's had one heck of a ride these last couple of days. He was supposed to be up on campus on Thursday, and his flight got delayed and all of the mess over the past couple of days. So we just really appreciate that he is here, and he made it, so yay. So now we have arrived at the point of the evening where we may award the highest honor given by the Oakland University Alumni Association, which is the Distinguished Alumni Service Award. The past recipients of this award have gone above and beyond in service to the university, and each has left their mark on Oakland by giving selflessly of their time, energy, and resources. And this year, it is my distinct pleasure to congratulate Mark Guthrie as the 2022 recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Service Award. Since graduating from OU in 1986 with a bachelor's degree in computer science and then his MBA in 1991, Mark has given back to his alma mater to enrich almost every aspect of campus and to impact countless students and alumni along the way. Mark serves as the Executive Director and Chief Information Officer of AM General, which designs, engineers, manufactures, and supplies specialized vehicles for military and commercial customers worldwide. And on par with his professional schedule, Mark dedicates nearly as many hours to OU, and I can personally attest to this given just the emails, phone, Zoom exchanges, and meetings that he and I have had over the past 2 years alone. He is a regular volunteer of the School of Business Administration's Achieve program and lends his mentorship skills as an enthusiastic and engaging speaker for OU Career Services and the award-winning Leadership OU program. Mark and his wife, Marna, are big supporters of athletics and the arts at OU. They are longtime basketball season ticket holders and Meadowbrook Theater season ticket holders. Mark has been a member of the Golden Grizzlies Champions Club Advisory Board since its 2017 inception and has served in the roles of chair and vice chair during this time. Since 2015, Mark has served on the Oakland University Alumni Association Board of Directors and was chair from 2020 to 2022, which were arguably the two most difficult years I think we have had, given what's been happening. But I will say, through each challenge and every pivot, Mark was thoughtful, intentional, and inclusive in his leadership, and our OU alumni family at large is better for it. I am better for it, and I want to thank you personally, Mark, for everything that you've done for us and for our office and for me and all of our alums. So let's hear from Mark.
I'm completely humbled by this award. I'd like to thank the nominating committee and the broader Oakland University Alumni Association. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve for the last 8 years, the last 2 as chair. I would also like to thank the executive committee during these last 2 challenging and unprecedented years. Vice Chair Judy Hagelin, Treasurer Nicholas Kristock, Secretary Napoleon Harrington. It's been a pleasure serving with you as part of your team the last 2 years, and I could not be more excited for the direction the board is headed under Judy as chair. I would also like to thank recent Oakland University Alumni Association board chairs, Brian Barnett and Beth Benson. The memories are so fresh and seem so vivid, it's hard to believe many of them are from 4 decades ago. Spending every weekend at home my freshman year, afraid to let go of something that I needed to. Living on campus 3 years in the coveted balcony room on 3 West Vandenberg. And working for the Saga Food Service, working my way up from dishwasher to the drinks refill person to the pinnacle role, ID checker at the entrance, which allowed me to greet half the campus population every meal I worked. Several names come to mind. Dave Downing, Jerry Marsh, Dave Body, Roy Katinik, Terry Spinelli, Glenn Jackson, Robin Huff, John Tower. All of them vivid memories from my experience at Oakland. And my special friend, Ron Kevern. I'd like to thank now my family who's with me here today. My wife's parents, Sam and Cindy Neiman, who welcomed me into their family. And it's such a treasure that Martin and I get to spend so many evenings with them here courtside, watching men's basketball. My oldest son, Gil, and his fiancee, Megan Gosney. My youngest son, Gus, and his fiancee, Abby Stewart. And I owe special thanks to my mother, Eleanor Guthrie, who passed November 1st, 2020. During my childhood and my formative teen years, she was a rock. Mom, I know you're here today. I love you, and I appreciate your support. And of course, my beautiful wife, best friend, and partner of more than 27 years, Marta Neiman. She's a special lady whose presence and support I treasure, and I am lucky to be her husband. Honey, I look forward to the next 27 years, and I love you.
Oh, the waterworks. Mark Guthrie, get up here. We are so proud to recognize you as our 2022 Distinguished Alumni Service Award recipient. Congratulations. Congratulations, sir. Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Congratulations to all of our award recipients. We have all been inspired by your dedication to Oakland University, your intellectual and professional pursuits, and your commitment to community service. I would like to invite all of the awardees to approach the stage for a couple of group photos as we close out the evening. Our Young Alumni awardees and our Alumni awardees from the end of the program here, you can all come right up to the front. We're going to get a group picture in a minute. So if we can offer one last round of applause as they make their way toward the front of the stage, that would be appreciated. Come on up. I definitely want to say thank you all for being here tonight, and we're so excited that you could share in another ceremony with us. Thank you to President Peskovitz and to Judy Hegland for participating in tonight's ceremony. Thank you to everyone who participated in our selection committee, and certainly it has been an honor to serve as your MC tonight. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next time. Good night.